Hello, guys. So this week we had to pick a book about volunteering and just choose a quote from it. So I chose Chicken Soup for the Volunteer's Soul, Stories to Celebrate the Spirit of Courage, Caring, and Community by Jack Canfield, Mark Hansen, and like five different authors. The book basically just has separate stories of people explaining their personal experience of volunteering, and each story has a quote, most of them, not all, that they chose. So from that book, I chose the quote, You can't be brave. Give me 1 second. I lost it. I chose, You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. So what I personally think the quote means is if you just have good things happen throughout your life or your days or whatever, um, you don't really know what it's like to have bad things happen. Um, so unless you go through it, then you'll know what it's like and you'll understand. And basically, an example I would choose from there is actually the story that was in the book. Um, Basically, whoever wrote the story, she explains how after the 9/11 attacks, she was getting ready to deliver a speech, and it was hard for her to get the subject together, and it was she struggled with the grief and the shock that was going through the tragedy. I mean, she had never gone through that type of thing, but yet with her speech, she had to deliver positivity. So the way the quote goes in that is because she had never gone through that tragedy, she didn't know how to react or how to be brave, if you want to use the quotes words. Um, she had, if she's only had good things happen to her, she hasn't had any negative things like that tragedy happened, then she won't know how to be brave. And that's what she struggles with when trying to um, mesh her speech together to deliver this positivity that she was supposed to because of those attacks. Once again, the quote is, You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. And that's in anything. Mostly on that example that I used. And since the subject is volunteering, when you volunteer for things that people need help or, stuff like that. So if you have all these good things happening in your life, you won't know how to act when something happens, either negative or positive. So, yeah. Thanks for listening.